True greatness lies not just in being talented, but in how you face life's challenges. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to have a special light? They confront difficulties with courage and turn obstacles into opportunities. What makes them different? It's not just about luck or skills. It's an essence that guides their actions and decisions. Think of a moment when you faced a challenge. How did you react? Many of us tend to get carried away by discouragement, but the truly chosen ones have a distinct approach. They see each difficulty as a chance for growth, an opportunity to learn something new. This mindset is one of the keys we will explore today. Let's talk about 3 qualities that shape the path of the chosen ones. These characteristics do not appear out of nowhere. They are cultivated over time, especially by those who seek a greater purpose in their lives. For example, think of someone you admire. What does this person do when faced with a temptation or a moral dilemma? The answer can reveal a lot about their integrity and character. Additionally, how do you relate to the people around you? The chosen ones have a special ability to build meaningful connections, even amidst challenges. They understand that each interaction is an opportunity for learning and growth. These qualities are not just for the chosen in a spiritual sense. They are accessible to all of us. By recognizing and developing them, we can transform our journey and positively impact the lives of those around us. So, if you are ready to discover how these characteristics can change your life, don't forget to follow our channel. Together we will explore these ideas and inspire each other to shine even brighter. Let's go for it. We all face challenges at some point in life. No one is free from difficulties, and this is a natural part of the human experience. However, for those who are considered chosen, these difficulties have a deeper meaning. They are not just obstacles to be overcome, but opportunities to learn and grow. Each challenge we encounter can teach us something valuable about ourselves and the world around us. Let's look at 2 examples that illustrate this idea well: Kurt Cobain and Howard Schultz. Kurt Cobain was a music icon, known for his genius and creativity. However, he also faced many personal demons. The pressure of fame, public expectations, and his own internal struggles led him down a tragic path. Despite all his talent, Cobain could not find peace amid the chaos. He succumbed to difficulties, and unfortunately his life ended prematurely. On the other hand, we have Howard Schultz, who grew up in a poor neighborhood in New York. From a young age, he faced financial and social challenges. However, instead of letting these difficulties bring him down, Schultz used his experiences as fuel for his ambition. He worked hard, overcame adversity, and became the CEO of Starbucks, transforming the company into a global phenomenon. Schultz's story is a clear example of how resilience and determination can lead to success, even when circumstances are unfavorable. The difference between Cobain and Schultz lies not only in their stories, but in how each dealt with suffering. While Cobain let himself be carried away by pain and pressure, Schultz learned to stay calm amid the storm. He trusted that each difficulty he faced had a purpose, and that he could use these experiences to become a better and stronger person. The chosen ones understand that difficulties are tests of character. They force us to look within ourselves and question our beliefs and values. When we face a challenge, we have the opportunity to decide how to react. We can let ourselves be defeated, or we can rise up and fight. This choice is what truly defines who we are. Staying calm in times of crisis is not easy. It is natural to feel fear, anxiety, and insecurity. However, those who are chosen have a special ability to find inner peace, even in the most difficult situations. They trust that God has a plan for them, and that each challenge is a part of that plan. This faith helps them see beyond the present moment and understand that difficulties are temporary. When we can transform our challenges into stepping stones for success, we are truly living according to our purpose. Each difficulty overcome makes us stronger and wiser. We learn to appreciate the small victories and recognize that the path to success is not a straight line, but rather a journey full of ups and downs. It is important to remember that we are not alone in our struggles. We all face difficulties, and sharing our experiences can be a powerful form of support. When we talk about our challenges, we can inspire others to do the same. This creates a network of support and understanding, where everyone can learn from one another. The chosen ones also know that it is essential to have a greater purpose in mind. When we have a clear goal, it becomes easier to face difficulties. This purpose gives us motivation and helps us stay focused, even when things get tough. It's like having a light at the end of the tunnel that guides us through the darkness. Therefore, when facing your own difficulties, remember that they can be opportunities for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I use this experience to become a better person? These questions can help you find meaning amid suffering and transform challenges into stepping stones for success. Life is a journey full of lessons, and each difficulty we encounter is a chance to become stronger and wiser. By embracing these experiences, we can truly become chosen, ready to face any challenge that life presents to us. In life, we all face temptations that test our integrity. These situations reveal a lot about who we really are and what values we stand for. When confronted with something that challenges our morals, how we react can define our character and our path. Imagine yourself in a situation where you have the opportunity to gain something easily, but it involves compromising your principles. What would you do? Some people may give in to temptation, believing that a small benefit is worth it. However, the truly chosen have a different perspective. They understand that true success is not measured solely by material gains, but by the way we act and the choices we make. An inspiring example is businessman Li Ka-shing, one of the richest men in Asia. He built his empire from a humble childhood and always believed in the importance of generosity. Ka-shing said that in negotiations, he preferred to take less than to take advantage of someone. For him, trust and lasting partnerships were more valuable than any immediate profit. This attitude reflects the essence of a chosen one, someone who does not sacrifice their ethics for anything. When you act with righteousness, even when no one is watching, you are building a solid foundation for your future. The choices we make in moments of temptation shape not only our character, but also the opportunities that arise in our lives. When we choose to act fairly and honestly, we attract people and situations that resonate with those same values. It is easy to be swayed by the pressure of the moment and make choices that may seem advantageous in the short term. However, these decisions can have lasting consequences. When we compromise our principles, we risk losing the trust of others and, more importantly, the trust in ourselves. Integrity is a valuable asset that, once lost, can be difficult to regain. The chosen ones know that life is full of choices, and each one is an opportunity to reaffirm our values. They understand that by acting with honesty and generosity, they are not only doing what is right, but also creating a legacy that can inspire others. When you refuse to give in to temptations and remain true to your principles, you become an example for those around you. Moreover, the choices we make in moments of temptation can teach us valuable lessons. Each time we resist a temptation, we strengthen our ability to make ethical decisions in the future. This constant practice of acting with integrity helps us develop a strong and resilient character. It is important to remember that we are all human, and sometimes we may fail. What truly matters is how we react to those failures. Instead of letting ourselves be discouraged, we can learn from our mistakes and strive to do better next time. The journey of being chosen is not about being perfect, but about growing and evolving from our experiences. When faced with a difficult choice, ask yourself, is this decision aligned with my values? And how will this affect my integrity in the long run? These questions can help you make more conscious decisions and stay true to what you believe. The chosen ones not only resist temptations, but also seek opportunities to act with generosity and compassion. They understand that by helping others and acting ethically, they are contributing to a better world. This mindset of service and altruism is a fundamental characteristic of the truly chosen. Relationships are a fundamental part of life, and for the chosen ones, knowing how to deal with people is an essential skill. Every interaction we have can teach us something new, but it can also present challenges. Some people can be difficult to deal with, whether they are selfish, scheming, or simply have complicated personalities. It is in this scenario that wisdom becomes a valuable tool. The chosen ones understand that, to maintain peace in their lives, it is necessary to have discernment. This means knowing when to engage in a discussion and when it is better to walk away. Sometimes, the best choice is not to enter unnecessary conflicts. They understand that not all battles are worth fighting, and that often it is wiser to opt for tranquility. This ability to choose their battles is what sets them apart. For example, imagine you are in a work meeting and a colleague begins to criticize your ideas aggressively. You may feel the need to defend yourself and enter into a heated discussion. However, the chosen ones know that instead of reacting impulsively, it is more effective to remain calm and respond thoughtfully. This does not mean you should accept unfair criticism, but rather that it is possible to approach the situation with intelligence and respect. By doing so, you not only preserve your energy, but also demonstrate maturity and emotional control. Furthermore, wisdom in relationships involves the ability to listen. Often people just want to be heard and understood. When you dedicate yourself to active listening, you create a safe space for others to express themselves. This can help avoid misunderstandings and build deeper connections. The chosen ones know that empathy is a crucial part of any healthy relationship. By putting yourself in someone else's shoes, you can better understand their motivations and reactions. Another important aspect of wisdom in relationships is knowing when to step away. Sometimes, it is necessary to protect your energy and purpose. If you find yourself in a relationship that is constantly negative or draining, it may be time to reevaluate that connection. This does not mean you should cut ties abruptly, but rather that it is important to establish healthy boundaries. The chosen ones recognize that to grow and thrive, they need to surround themselves with people who support and inspire them. Wisdom also reflects how the chosen ones communicate. They know that words have power, and that the way they express their thoughts can deeply impact others. Instead of using cutting or critical words, they opt for constructive communication. This not only helps avoid conflicts, but also strengthens the bonds between people. When you communicate respectfully and kindly, you create an environment where everyone feels valued. The chosen ones also understand that relationships are a two-way street. It is important to give and receive. They are willing to offer support and understanding, but they also know that it is essential to receive the same in return. This healthy exchange is what keeps relationships balanced and meaningful. Finally, wisdom in relationships is about acting with intention. Every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow. The chosen ones approach their relationships with a clear purpose, seeking to build connections that help them move forward on their journey. They know that by cultivating healthy and meaningful relationships, they are not only enriching their own lives, but also contributing to the well-being of others. Therefore, when dealing with the people around you, remember the importance of wisdom and discernment. Each relationship is a chance to learn something new and to become a better version of yourself. By acting with intelligence and empathy, you not only preserve your energy, but also build a more harmonious and fulfilling path in your life. This is the true essence of wisdom in relationships. Vision is a powerful force that can shape our future. When we talk about having a vision, we are referring to a clear goal that guides us in our daily actions. This clarity is essential, as it helps us maintain focus, even when things get tough. The chosen ones understand that vision is not just a distant dream, but a plan that requires work and dedication. Having a clear vision helps us set priorities. In a world full of distractions, it is easy to get lost in tasks that do not yield significant results. When we know what we want to achieve, we can decide where to invest our time and energy. For example, if your goal is to become an expert in your field, you may choose to dedicate more time to learning and skill development, rather than getting distracted by activities that do not contribute to that growth. Vision also gives us motivation. When we have a goal in mind, it is easier to face the challenges that arise. Think of someone preparing for a marathon. During training, this person may feel pain and fatigue, but the idea of crossing the finish line keeps them motivated. This same mindset applies to any area of life. When you have a clear vision, each obstacle becomes an opportunity for learning and growth. The chosen ones also know that vision must be flexible. Life is full of changes and unforeseen events, and things do not always go as planned. However, those with a clear vision can adapt. They can adjust their strategies and find new ways to achieve their goals. This ability to adapt is one of the characteristics that sets them apart. They do not give up easily. Instead, they seek new ways to move forward. Another important part of vision is the ability to inspire others. When you have a clear goal and work to achieve it, this can motivate those around you. The chosen ones often become natural leaders, as their determination and focus attract others. They show that it is possible to dream big and work hard to make those dreams a reality. This inspiration can create a domino effect, where more people feel encouraged to pursue their own visions. Moreover, vision helps build resilience. When we face difficulties, it is easy to feel discouraged. However, those with a clear vision can remember what they are striving for. This reminder helps them overcome tough times. They understand that challenges are temporary and that with effort and perseverance, they can achieve their goals. Vision also teaches us the importance of patience. Often, results do not appear immediately. It takes time and effort to see changes. The chosen ones know that success does not happen overnight. They are willing to work hard and wait for the outcome. This patience is a virtue that helps them maintain focus and determination. Finally, cultivating a vision is an invitation to dream. It is an opportunity to imagine what you truly desire for your life. By defining your vision, you are allowing yourself to dream big and believe that it is possible to achieve your goals. This belief is fundamental to success. When you believe in yourself and your vision, you are more likely to take action and make the necessary changes to turn your dreams into reality. Vision is a powerful tool that can guide you on your journey. By developing a clear and meaningful vision, you can face challenges with confidence and determination. This is the essence of success. Not only achieving your goals, but also inspiring others to find their own visions and fight for them. The chosen ones understand that life is a dance between action and rest. They know that not all battles need to be fought, and that often, wisdom lies in choosing the struggles that are truly worth it. This harmony is essential for maintaining energy and focus on what really matters. Action is important. It is through action that we can move forward toward our goals. However, acting without pause can lead to burnout. The chosen ones recognize that, to be effective, they need to balance effort with moments of rest. This does not mean they avoid hard work, but rather that they understand the importance of recharging their energies. When we rest, we give our body and mind the chance to recover, reflect, and prepare for the upcoming challenges. For example, think of an athlete who trains intensely for a competition. They know they need to push themselves to improve their performance, but they also understand that rest is crucial. Without recovery periods, the body cannot adapt and grow. Similarly, in everyday life, we need moments to stop, reflect, and re-energize. This pause allows us to return with more clarity and determination. The chosen ones also learn to trust in God's timing. Often, there are situations that are beyond our control. Instead of worrying or trying to force results, they choose to trust that everything happens at the right time. This trust brings peace and alleviates the pressure we often feel to resolve everything immediately. When we accept that some things are out of our hands, we can focus on what we can change and act more effectively. The harmony between action and rest also involves knowing when it is time to fight and when it is time to retreat. Not all situations require an active response. Sometimes the best choice is to observe and wait. The chosen ones have the wisdom to discern when the right moment to act is, and when it is better to take a step back. This ability to assess circumstances is crucial for avoiding unnecessary conflicts and emotional exhaustion. Moreover, this harmony allows the chosen ones to conserve their energy for what truly matters. When we know where to focus our efforts, we can dedicate our time and resources to things that bring value and meaning to our lives. This helps us avoid the trap of getting lost in activities that lead us nowhere. Moments of rest are also opportunities for reflection. During these periods, we can evaluate our actions, learn from our experiences, and adjust our course if necessary. This practice of self-assessment is essential for personal growth. The chosen ones use these moments to reconnect with their vision and purpose, ensuring that their actions align with their goals. The harmony between action and rest is also reflected in our relationships. When we are balanced, we are more capable of connecting with others in meaningful ways. Rest allows us to be present and attentive, while action helps us build and strengthen those bonds. This dynamic is fundamental for creating healthy and lasting relationships. The chosen ones have a unique approach that combines spiritual wisdom with practical intelligence. They understand that trusting in God is fundamental, but they also recognize the importance of taking action and using the gifts they have received. This combination is essential for achieving their goals and protecting what they have built throughout their lives. Spiritual protection is a vital aspect of the lives of the chosen ones. They believe that there is a greater force that guides and protects them. This faith provides a sense of security and peace, even in times of uncertainty. When facing challenges, they turn to prayer and meditation, seeking guidance and strength. This spiritual connection helps them maintain calm and clarity, allowing them to make wiser decisions. However, trusting in God does not mean being passive. The chosen ones know that they need to do their part. They do not wait for things to happen magically. Instead, they work hard to achieve their goals. This work ethic is an expression of their faith. They believe that God has given them talents and abilities to be used, and it is their responsibility to utilize them in the best way possible. For example, imagine someone who wants to start a business. This person may pray for guidance and protection, but they also need to do their part. This includes researching the market, developing a business plan, and seeking advice from experienced individuals. The chosen ones understand that action is an essential part of the process. They not only trust in God, but also strive to create the necessary conditions for success. Practical wisdom is another striking characteristic of the chosen ones. They have the ability to assess situations objectively and make informed decisions. This skill is developed through experience and continuous learning. The chosen ones are always seeking knowledge, whether through books, courses, or conversations with wise people. They know that practical wisdom is a powerful tool that can help them navigate the challenges of life. Integrity is another essential pillar. In a world where temptations are always present, the chosen ones stand out for their ability to remain true to their values. They know that true success is not measured solely by material achievements, but by the way they act and treat others. This solid ethics not only helps them build trusting relationships, but also creates a lasting legacy. Wisdom in relationships is equally important. The chosen ones understand that life is made up of connections, and that cultivating healthy relationships is fundamental to well-being. They practice empathy, active listening, and respectful communication, creating bonds that support them on their journey. These relationships not only enrich their lives, but also provide valuable support in times of need. If you have recognized these characteristics in your own journey, it is a sign that God is shaping you for something great. Every experience, every challenge, and every victory are part of this growth process. Thank God for every step you have taken and for every lesson you have learned. We would love to hear from you. Share in the comments how these reflections resonate with your life. Your experience can inspire others who are on the same path and show that we are not alone in our struggles and achievements. May you continue your journey with courage, faith, and the certainty that you are on the right path. Remember that every step you take is an opportunity to get even closer to your purpose. You are chosen, and your story is unique and valuable.